Hello, talented writers. Today in writing class, we're going to work on the learning target. I can show and tell feelings in my personal narratives. Today we are going to focus on the ways that our characters feel using a strategy called show and tell. I'm going to show a feeling and then I'm going to tell you what it is. See if you can guess before I tell you. Here's the feeling. I showed it, now I'm going to tell it. I'm scared. The feeling is scared. I can show it with actions. I'm putting my eyebrows up. I'm covering my face with my hands. Those are actions that show that I'm scared. And then the name of that feeling is scared. I'm scared. Let's try another one. I showed a feeling. Can you tell it? Sad. I'm sad. I can show a feeling through actions. I covered my eyes, I cried. Those are actions that tell about feeling sad. And then I can name the feeling, sad. Let's try one more. Yes. What feeling did I show? Excitement. I was feeling excited. I showed that feeling with actions. I jumped up and down, I said yes, I put my arms above my head, and then I named it when I said, I'm excited. So in our writing today, we're going to practice showing and telling feelings by writing actions that our characters do that show feelings, and then naming the feelings in our writing. In your writing lesson today, you'll see a little box that says writing tools. That's that same box that we did when we met for writing in person. But today in Writing Tools, there is a tool to help you with your showing and telling emotions. It's right over here. It's the one that says New, and the name of that page is Emotions. Let's click on it and take a look at how it can help us with our writing goals today. Over here, it says Show and Tell. Show how a character feels using action words. She cried. She covered her face. She jumped up and down. And then tell the feeling by name. She was sad. She was scared. She was excited. When we show and tell how a character feels, it makes our narratives more interesting. So take a listen to my examples over on this side. Instead of writing, I was tired, try writing, I fell asleep and snored. I was tired. Instead of saying, it was scary, try saying, I watched out the window. I was worried. There's a show, there's an action, and then there's a telling a feeling by name. Listen to this one. Instead of saying, he was mad, you could say, he stomped his feet and crossed his arms. Those are two actions that show anger. He stomped his feet and crossed his arms. He was mad. I did a show and tell. Last example. She smiled and clapped. She was happy. Smiling and clapping shows the feeling of being happy, and then I named it at the end. I told it. So today's learning target is to write using emotions with the strategy show and tell. I encourage you to start a brand new book today to write about a time when you had a big feeling. Either a really, really happy time or a really, really scary time or a time when you were really excited. Find a story in your memory that has big emotions attached to it and then practice your show and tell. A time that I had big feelings was the day I got my dog. So here my title is Getting Lupa by Amy McDonald, and now I'll show and tell the feelings that I had that day. The day I got my dog, I woke up early. The action is waking up early. Do you do that when you're excited? I looked at her picture on the computer and I smiled. I bet you know what the last page will say. I felt really excited. In this lesson, I showed you a new strategy called Show and Tell Emotions. I shared with you your new writing tool, and I modeled how to write a personal narrative that shows and tells a feeling. Our learning target today is I can show and tell feelings in my personal narrative. I hope that you can think of a time where you had a big feeling and you can write about it with the show and tell strategy today. I recommend that you write for 30 minutes. I can't wait to see your stories. Goodbye, writers.